Mm.
What about you? It's Friday Live at 11. We got Keith on here.
Hey,
Keith, introduce yourself, dude, and tell these people who you are and what you're doing at the minute. But
all right. My name is Keith Richardson. I run a semi-private personal training facility in Sligo, and we've been open now for the last 4 or 5 years, and it's just going from strength to strength.
fucking deadly, man. Okay, well, what do you do in Storm Body Fitness? Like, what goes down in there?
What goes down? Well, we're a little bit different in a sense that, like, I mean, we work with people that are kind of just disillusioned or disconnected with what's out there available at the moment. So we offer something a little bit different in the ways of it's more semi-private personal training, like working with the clients, like treating them more like individuals. So everybody who walks through the door is treated like an individual. And on the core belief over our main core belief is that like strength is an attitude. That doesn't mean that it's about like how much weight you can lift or anything like that. It's changing people's belief systems. Basically, that's what we push. That's what we strive for. Give a really good service. You know what I mean? And be results driven.
Was it always like this, Keith? I mean, is that the way you started out, or how did that come about? How does it evolve?
Starting out, I to be honest with you, yeah, starting out, it didn't start like that. I always had those core beliefs, like, you know, but it took me a long time to establish exactly what way to portray them to clients, and to recognize that like it's about what the clients want first, you know, and delivering on that. That's the most important thing, I think. Just deliver on what the clients want first, and then work on what they need.
Okay, so what the clients want first, do you think that's really, really important? That it took you a wee while to realize that?
Well, it's extremely important because sometimes when you come out, you have an ideal in your head that, you know, you look at someone and what the way they move and stuff like that, and you kind of say to yourself, you know, oh, they need this, they need that, they need the other. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's why they've come to talk to you and come to want to get PT. Do you know what I mean? So it's very important that you listen to the client. So that's what I portray to the guys that work with us. We have a savage team. We get on really well. It's a small business, so like we have a really good relationship with our clients. We have a good retention of clients, stuff like that. So like it's a good atmosphere to training. It's good atmosphere to training and working, you know.
No. And you're actually looking for somebody at the minute, aren't you? You're looking for somebody to join the team.
Yeah, we've been, yeah, this year has been mental. We just like been a roller coaster, and we're just growing exponentially, like, you know what I mean? And we're trying to catch up with ourselves, to be honest with you. So, we're looking for someone else to join the team, and possibly, hopefully, in the new year, maybe someone else to join part-time.
Okay. What is that position? And let's get that out there so you can plug the position, and then the people who are on there just to get the position, they've got what they wanted here. What's this? What's on offer? What's on the fucking table here, bud?
Well, it's a cool package, like in a sense that like you're coming in at a time where we are just, as I said, we're growing like at a phenomenal rate. There's a core group, a core team that we have, and you'll be like whoever is successful in joining the team will be like, you know, in at the outset of this growth, like in at the outset of, and there's so many opportunities because we're just going so big so quickly, you know. With regards to like we have a firm belief that like you're always a pupil, like you're always a student, you're never just finished, you know. So we put incentives in place that like there's further development. We go off, do team training days, we like come down to yourselves for courses, like that type of stuff, you know. So all of that's important too, you know, and it's further development, you know, and then, you know, there's a certain amount of security there as well. Like, I mean, with regards to like we're established, we're well known, and like, you know, we're just continue to grow. So,
gotcha. Okay, well, what sort of a person are you looking for?
Oh, right, cool. I tell you what I'm not looking for. I'm not looking for any dude that just wants to scream slogan at people. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for those like shitty slogans, like fucking sorry for pushing the like fat, like,
not RTE, man.
Like our sweat is fat crying or shit like that. Don't ever say that in my gym to someone. Like, you know what I mean?
What about beast mode? You know to say beast
no,
mode?
no.
What about go harder, go home? You say that?
What?
You say go harder, go home?
No, man. No. All those cliches. Don't. No. No, we're a little bit apart from that. And the other thing is no kind of wallflowers. You know what I mean? Or lastly, no, like, yeah, you're doing great there, checking the hair and the false tan and the really bright teeth with the phone and with the other hand taking a photograph of themselves.
Tattoos and all on their arms and hair flicked over, any of them dudes.
Yeah.
Tattoos are okay.
Sense of humor.
Being sound bastards okay.
Stupid. We want someone that like is of the same mindset as ourselves. That the client is the most important person in the room. You know what I mean? It's not about what the client thinks you look like.
So that's very true.
Somebody who puts the client first.
Exactly. That's the fundamental, most important thing about being a PT.
I like it.
Okay. So fundamental importance is that you put the client first. You need to have a sense of humor. Tattoos are a bonus. Flicky, fast hair is cool. Yeah? I don't have any tattoos. Okay. How would people apply if they want to be part of Storm Body Fitness then?
Just hit us up on Facebook in a private message. The phone number's there. You can ring us. You can just send in a CV. And like the best thing about this is that we're just actually asking someone to put in a cover note with their CV.
Cool.
We want to hear what you're about. We want to know the person. Qualifications and stuff like that. They're very relevant. If you're coming from a background with regards to elite, it shouldn't be an issue. But it's very important that it's a person that we feel that can fit in with what we do, and that we fit in for them as well.
Okay, Daily. So somebody sends a CV with a cover note to you. You can find you Keith Richardson on Facebook, or is there an email address?
Sorry, stormbodyfitness@gmail.com.
Storm. I'm going to stick this on it. Stormbodyfitness@gmail.com. Sorry, I'm a wee bit retarded and slow and shit today. Right, stormbodyfitness@gmail.com. Send your CV and your cover note to Keith. Tell him why you should get the fucking position.
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about what the fuck happened. You went out of when did you actually come out of the doors of elite? This is fucking going way back. Do you remember when you made up the whole term Karamanga Ninjas? Do you want to tell us how that happened?
No, I don't. Well, it's carried on, hasn't it? That's so little life now. It's a little internal thing that when it's mentioned, you see those people going, Jay, how do I become one of them? That came about because like me and Jay were slagging in the old coffee room.
Yeah.
Wait, you told me that coffee was sound, and I had about 3 cups, and I was word to the moon. And yeah, that's how that shit started. Yeah. I don't want to go back there.
So Keith decided he's telling Jay over coffee. This is what happened. He was telling Jay he wants to start some sort of martial arts, and he said, "Have you ever seen that there stuff that's about now? What do you call it? No, that Karamanga Ninja stuff. I want to be a Karamanga Ninja."
No, I didn't. I fucking didn't. I told him to Karamanga. He said we had this thing about being a ninja movement and all that, and I was saying that like I had a background in like being martial arts for a long time, and we went to a certain level with it. You know what I mean? But we were talking about how people jump on the bandwagon with different martial arts. Like all of a sudden, if one dude says he's doing this, and then everybody opens the studio and starts doing this shit. Like, you know what I mean? And rolling around and all. And I was like, and I hadn't a clue what it was fucking called. I couldn't even make out what it was called. And I said, "You know that Karamanga?" And he started following. Karamanga. But then it became this me, you, David Duncan, there's a few others. No, it was just the three of us, was it? Oh, and Joe. And we were going around calling ourselves Caramanga Ninjas in the fucking...
For anybody watching, he was talking about Krav Maga.
Oh, you know, bollocks.
Taking guns off people, me loud me bollocks.
Yeah, it is a load of bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry for anybody.
If there is any Caramanga Ninjas out there, don't come and get me.
Yeah. Yes.
Jumping out with dark corners.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, let's talk some fucking business now that we've had a bit of crack. So you went out after becoming a Caramanga Ninja in the original Black Rock with your cert in your hand. What happened when you left? Like, how the fuck did you start this up? Because I know you started your company and your business with no outside investment. You don't have any backers. Like, this was self-funded, self-made. How the fuck did you do it, Keith?
Okay. Well, yeah, I started out completely different to most people. In how would I say? Everybody told me it couldn't be done, and when people, how will I explain? I'm kind of a person that, as I said, from a martial arts background, that like I was always a person that you couldn't point the finger at anybody else. If your business wasn't working, it was because either you weren't working hard enough or etc. etc. Now, that's a good thing in a way to be a perfectionist. But if I did an exam and got 75%, I procrastinate about why I didn't put up enough work to get the other 25. So that's not a good thing. Do you know what I mean? And it took me ages to learn that. But starting out, I was teaching girls in a park, and I had one personal training clinic. And then I got an opportunity at this building, which was like in shit, basically. And then over the Christmas, I had figured out that like if I retained the girls and brought them indoors when the winter was coming and trained them indoors and had them 3 days a week, and I had that one personal training clinic, I would be able to keep the doors open. So we went ahead, and I didn't borrow money. I didn't do anything. I just literally focused on getting the place done. I built it myself. I had my daughter, who was like 6 at the time, it was over Christmas. So when everybody else was sitting down to their Christmas turkey and all, I was in painting walls, graffiti off walls and stuff like that, and installing rigs and stuff like that. And then I opened the first day, and I just sat there, and it was that kind of, if you build it, they'll come. And then the realization was, nah, it doesn't work that way. So the one personal training client who had guaranteed me to stay wasn't answering his phone, and it was a mate of mine. Never train your mates. Never train your mates. But anyway, rang him. I says, where are you? But I thought the phone sounded a bit funny. Oh, yeah, I'm in Spain. What do you mean you're in Spain? Yeah, I was, when are you back? I'm not coming back. I was like, all right, cheers, mate. So I went from there then. And then I was just doing like really long days, really long nights, and just putting in loads of work and sticking with it. But you have to have that core belief that it is something that if you really want to do. You know what I mean? But it doesn't, in hindsight, it doesn't have to be that difficult. I made it hard on myself. The reason being is I'm a kind of a very proud person in a sense that like I figure that if I don't do it myself, or if I don't achieve myself, do you know what I mean? I end up like, I'm very bad at asking for help. I'm very good at giving advice to clients and stuff like that, but I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to asking for help. And that's what my biggest learning curve was. Hence, like chatting to yourselves. Like in those first 4 years, how many times did I even ring you to ask for help? It was every time we chatted, it was like, no, I'm doing great. No, I'm doing great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't, man. I was struggling, you know. Not struggling from a getting people in perspective, but like struggling from like a life work balance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The only way to get more result was to hustle fucking harder, and hustling harder is just draining more and more of you. So the business is taking everything from you, and you have nothing left to give to anybody else or really enjoy the fucking fruits of your labor, do you?
Nothing, Sean. You just you get into that rut of like hamster wheel. Like, turn up, go through the whole day, go home, eat something, go to bed, try and get some training in, back on the wheel again. You know what I mean? 6 days a week. You can't. That's not sustainable.
Fuck. Yeah. So where was the turning point then? You were struggling a lot, I suppose, earlier on. Clients that you thought were 100% certain ditched you. Fucking one dude moves to Spain. Where did you get a? Where did things start to take a turn for the better for you?
As I said, just making that realization that, like, that the work ethic thing, in a sense that, like, just work harder isn't the answer. Like, just that idea that, like, oh, you're not putting enough effort in, and hence that's the reason why it's not working. That's not actually the answer sometimes. And there is actually an easier way. So, like, getting out of your own way is probably the biggest thing you can do. Is just get out of your own way. And for me, that was having the ability to recognize that it's okay to ask people for help.
Fucking deadly. Well, I've been taking some notes on some of the stuff you've said here. And, like, if this is, tell me if I've missed anything out, but if you were trying to give yourself some advice looking back on what you've done, or you were talking to the old Keith, does this sound good? Like, the client comes first, so that, like, fundamental importance, all trainers have to understand that the client's wants comes first and their needs are secondary.
Yeah.
Sound right? Then you're talking about you've got to take responsibility for your own shit.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
You were talking a wee bit there about, like, sometimes people don't see the work that goes into building a business. Like, most people are having turkey at Christmas and shit, I guess, here. Meanwhile, you're in painting fucking graffiti off walls, which is, like, we always talk about this, don't we, Jay, where people don't see the actual process that goes in, the years of graft, the years of sacrifice.
The end result and be like,
woo! Yeah, I would say as well that, like, in hindsight, and me and Jay spoke about this before, like, you come out of doing your PT course, and unfortunately nowadays it's like there's a lot of people that think that that's a God-given right to just, like, go out there and train people and be like, oh, well, I have my cert, so I'm just brilliant. It won't work that way. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that. You have to learn your craft. The other thing I would say is that, like, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that when they come out, they have to specialize in, oh, I have to do this nutrition, like this advanced nutrition course. I have to do, like, and spend a couple of grand on that, and then spend a couple of grand on, I don't know, other different certs and stuff like that. If I was to give the one piece of advice now that back then, I wouldn't have done that. I would have been happy with what I got from Elite was more than adamant, or more than enough to train 99% of the people that came through the door. The likelihood of elite athletes walking through your door every second day to be trained is very far and few between. So I would reinvest that money that I spent on, like, say, doing, like, Huh? That too. Yeah, but the high-end kind of nutrition courses and stuff, that I would put it into marketing and business. That's if you want to succeed in business, you need to know that shit. And unfortunately, a lot of PTs, that's where they fall down.
Yeah, I hear you. I think you're bang on there on a point where when you come out of Elite or anywhere else for that matter, trainers think that there's this cert you're going to get. And if your clients realize that you've got that special cert, they're all going to come for you. And, like, this is the one. It's going to be like a silver bullet. Your clients don't have a fucking clue what any of it means. They don't know who the guy is you're learning from. They've no clue.
I'm open 5 years, man. And I was just chatting about this last night. If I was to count on even one hand the amount of clients that walk through the door and ask could they see my accreditations or qualifications in nutrition or anything else, do you know how many? Not one.
Yeah.
Not one. So, like, it's that says it all. Like, you know what I mean? That's 99% of the clients that come through the door, like, it's not just about fat loss or something else. What they're looking for is they're looking for a reason from you as to why they shouldn't spend money with you. Mm-hmm. And they're just basically when they walk through the door, if they walk through the door and they're already through the door and they're asking you, like, what do you do, blah, 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 that's really a way of saying, I have money here to spend with you, but I'm looking for you to give me a reason why you're not worth spending on. That's it, you know.
Well, this is it. That's the thing that's actually going to hold trainers back, is the ability to make people feel comfortable with saying yes, and then producing them the result that they're looking for and providing an experience that they keep coming back for. And like, that's business, that's marketing, that's sales, customer service. You're going to learn that as you go along. But what you're sort of saying, if I was listening correctly, or is you kind of made it hard on yourself, because now you're telling me you kind of invested in these other courses and you didn't get the result you want. But you found it hard to get out of your own way. You found it hard to ask for help, and that ultimately held you back a wee bit.
Oh, it held me back loads, John, because I was dogmatic in the idea that like it was me that was at fault, so that I wasn't pushing hard enough, and so I would just get harder and harder upon myself and try and deliver even more and deliver even more. You know what I mean? And eventually you just burn out.
Yeah.
No, you can't sustain that. Like, it's not sustainable, you know.
That's a big reason.
You're not a nice person. Like, you're not a great person. Like, you try and hide it as much as you can. Do you know what I mean? But if you're fatigued and you're knackered and you're just disillusioned and disheartened, you know, body language alone, the clients are going to pick up on that, you know. Yeah. That's what I believe.
No doubt about it. No, you're 100% right, mate. So listen, the other thing, you've recently come in and actually joined the Ascension Inner Circle. So what's happened there? Now, have you noticed a big difference, or what would you say since you started?
Yeah, massive. I get slagged by Jay all the time, which is great for my ego. I missed that. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's been phenomenal. I would recommend that anybody. Like, if you're starting out, yeah, Ascension would be brilliant for you, because it's going to fast track you beyond those like years that I spent out in the wilderness, like faffing about, like, you know what I mean? But on the other hand, if you are someone who has a business that's been open, you know, 4 or 5 years, and like that, you're just in, you feel as if you're in that rut, definitely it's a bit swallowing pride, I think. See, in my opinion, it's a lot to do with, like, you don't want to ask for help because you feel as if you're letting yourself down, or letting, you know, your peers down. That they're going, well, we taught you, how come you just couldn't go out and do it? You know, that kind of way. So if you can get beyond that, like, definitely Ascension for me has catapulted. It's changed. I don't want to sound too cliche, but it has changed everything. You know what I mean? Much happier with the way things are running. Clients are happier. Existing clients are happier. New clients. The team is happier. We're much more efficient. You know, and we've got like a plan. And I think that's the most important thing, is having the ability to, and you have, if you're the main guy in your business, everybody comes to you with problems. And if you have not that they're just problems, but they come to you with everything, and they're looking for solutions, but they're looking for them from you. You have to have a mentor. You have to have someone that you trust and you can invest in, that will be like that for you, that has the ability to look from the outside in and tell you, like, you know, have you looked at it this way? And for that alone, it's worth getting on.
That's a fucking really that's a lot, is like the perspective. Sometimes it's, you need to see the other perspective. You need to see the angles that you're not looking at yourself. You need to see it, the shit that you don't see. We always say you can't read the pickle, you can't read the label from inside the jar, and that's kind of what you're like in your business. You're in the jar. You can't see the peripheries. You can't see the other angles or the other perspectives at all. Sometimes you're missing a huge opportunity, or sometimes you're taking on too much shit and it's distracting you from the main core focus that your business should be going after. Like, it's drifting you from your plan.
Oh, absolutely. It's like what you were saying to me. You can't build, you're better off spending an hour on your business than in your business. Do you know what I mean? You know, and that resonated with me a lot, because all I was doing was spending like 12 to 14 hours, like, well, most days in the business. Which left no time for anything else.
Well, what sort of results have you got? Because you've only been in there, a month? 2 months?
2 months? 2 months? 2 months. 2 months.
And what's that?
Sabbatical over Spain for 2 weeks. But I was still online. What have we done? We have, I'd say within the next 2 weeks, we'll have tripled our business.
Get the fuck.
Yeah.
Tripled it.
That's why we're looking for someone. We're flying, man. We're absolutely flying.
I'm just reiterating this here because that's fucking deadly. So since you come on 2 fucking months ago, you've tripled your fucking business.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Boom.
See?
That deserves it.
Not only that, like we won. Like it's a cool thing. We were put forward first ever time for a business of our type to be put forward for the business awards for the whole county, and we made it to the finals. Like we're only beaten by this big multi-conglomerate business. Like that's cool. Like you know what I mean. That's an achievement. Like, and that speaks volumes because that's from clients. That's from people that have been with us and work with us, and you know what I mean, and put us forward for it, like, which is cool. Like,
Yeah. So the results aren't just revenue; it's also providing a better service for your clients, getting them better results, creating more of a community in your gym. It's having that effect as well, and that's what important point. It's not all just about revenue. Sure, it's not. I mean, like you talked about.
No, man. If you're getting into this game just for that, there's easier ways to make money.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean? And I'm being honest. Like there is. Like if you're in it for the right reasons, then join. I would say, like if you're in it for the right reasons, join Ascension. If there's nothing saying that you can't leave if you don't like it.
Sure.
But like I mean, what?
Can't leave ever.
Can't leave ever. No, you're not allowed. I definitely think that like for us a turning point was like Sean, when did you start Ascension?
3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember sitting in the old office with you and you were saying, look man, I'm starting this up, jump on it now. And I was like, no, I don't think so, man. Like, you know what I mean? I've got this to pay for. I'm going to get equipment. I'm going to do this. And, you know what I mean? If I had just fucking went, I should have just jumped on it then. I'd be fucking swimming now. I'd be like laughing. I'd be on this call from Spain or something. You know what I mean? I'm on joking. But, again, that's the thing. Like, I remember you asking me and you were saying, like, keep jump on this. Like, this is a great opportunity. And unfortunately, back then, as I said, maybe it just wasn't my time. I had to get out of my own way,
I think so, yeah. Look, you can't force a result either. That's another thing we all learn. Like, you can't force a result with a client. At some point in time, you'll take responsibility for your shit, like you're saying. You get out of your own way, and when you're ready, you're ready. And like that's the time to do it.
Absolutely. So if you're sitting out there and you think, you know what I mean, that your business is just like that, you know what I mean? Make a call.
Cool.
That's the quickest and the fastest thing. It's like all I would say is you say to clients every single time, right? A person says to PT, right? The hardest thing is the first step through the door.
Yes.
Same thing.
Yes, it is. It really is. Yeah. Like you're saying, the hardest thing is to ask for help.
Don't invest in yourself.
Now, if you're sitting there thinking you would love to be part of fucking Keith's team, which is a dynamic bunch of fucking rock stars, then you need to send your CV with the cover note to stormbodyfitness@gmail.com. Give us just last plug on what you're looking for, Keith, before we finish this up, dude.
Oh, okay. We're just looking for someone that's enthusiastic, that puts the client first, that has a sense of responsibility, and is up to having a laugh. You know what I mean? And learning shit and doing shit and becoming a ninja.
I can't remember. Daily Keith, look, mate, thanks for giving up some of your time for today, and we'll see you on the call later on, yeah?
See you later, Keith. Sound, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
You too.